Okay, yes, the fact of the matter is German embassy deleted that Facebook post which they had wrote congratulating Museveni. The lady who wrote that congratulatory message goes by the name Dr. Angela Merkel, the Federal Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany. Yes, she wrote a congratulatory message congratulating Museveni upon winning the recently concluded elections. And guess what? The post created backfire from Ugandans who want a non-fictional social, economic and political change. So, byaddewo ebiti omukyala ng'agenda munanga wandika post nga congratulating Museveni mbu simanyi biki. Actually, I'm going to read for you this post. I think I should read it for you first and then we move on. Before, maybe some of you might say, Neda Sibitufu, here is the official Facebook page of the German Embassy Kampala. Okugitegeera nti eri official ebeerako ka blue button yaako. Era post yadde egamba bweti. Let me see if I can get it to you in full. Yes, here it is. German Federal Chancellor Angela Merkel and Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni have known each other for quite some time. This picture was taken back in June 2017 in Berlin on the occasion of Mr. Museveni's re-election as President January 2021 and ahead of the swearing ceremony this week. Mrs. Merkel has just conveyed her congratulations. Dear Mr. Museveni, dear Mr. President, I would like to congratulate you on your re-election as President of the Republic of Uganda. Your new term in office is an opportunity to continue advancing the democratic and economic development of your country and strengthening the rule of law in the interests of all Ugandans. I wish you strength and a sure hand for the tasks that now lie ahead. Yours sincerely, Dr. Angela Merkel, Federal Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany. Now, man, after writing that congratulatory message, what happened after? Ugandans who want a non-fictional social, economic and political change. Ugandans who voted for Bobiwine, for Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, because the fact of the matter, Ugandans all over the country voted for Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. But of course, there are a few who voted for Museveni. Yes, that is a fact. But majority of Ugandans voted for Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, but because due to the power of the gun, the intimidations, the abductions, killings, tortures, and all what you saw during, before, and after the election. Yes, they declared Museveni with the results. No one knew where they came from. So, Ugandans are not stupid. They are still advocating for that non-fictional social, economic, and political change. And guess what? They stormed this post in huge numbers. Ne bagiyikira yonna ne basooka bapostingako comments ez'ebintu ebizze bigwawo over and over again. Ne bapostingako comment ezasobye mu 4,000. To the point that after Ugandans is powering those comments on this post, educating maybe the German embassy, the real picture of the Uganda we are living in today. The voter rigging, the abductions, the murder, the killings, the tribalism, all the injustices and the atrocities we face on a daily basis. Bazi posting bazi kozenga comments ku post eno. To the point that Angela Merkel eyawandise post eno yavuddeyo na threateninga okublockinga buli muna Uganda. This is what she wrote. She said, "Hello followers, we are getting a lot of criticism for this post. That's okay. We respect and tolerate freedom of speech in German, but we don't tolerate hate speech. Hate is not an opinion. We expect our users to use common courtesy in their comments. If you use offensive or threatening language, we will delete your comment and or block you from our page." Thank you. That was the response after the congratulatory message created backfire. Now, here is the thing. This is very interesting because it comes from the German embassy. Because the role of an embassy literally it is to, to represent the home country, handling major diplomatic issues, such as negotiations, and of course preserving the rights of Germans, as in for this case. The embassy of a country in another country is the highest official office, or the ambassador is the highest official in the embassy and acts as the chief diplomat and the spokesperson for the home country. For this case, it's Germany. What am I trying to come to? Whatever the embassy posts on that page, it's a reflection of the ideologies of Germany. That means that's what Germany believes in. So as we do respond to the Facebook post of this German embassy in Kampala, as if we are responding to Germany as a country, because the embassy represents the ideologies of Germany. So munanga abana nga bagenda nga bapawalinga comment empitirivu ennyo ezaasobye mu 14 zabadde empitirivu nnyo kubanga wogenda ku gundi yaabwe, wogezaako kugenda ku Facebook page yaabwe, kamala okulaga wano katono, wogenda ku Facebook page yaabwe, posts ze bakola munnange tezibeerako comments. Kati ng'eno yino bagikola March nga 29 eriko comments zizo 40, eno bagikoze 23 hours ago, eriko comments 196. Kati no, this is 196. I'm going to show you the types of comments, but before that, let's continue. You see the other post is not there. That's what I wanted you to know. Eri post je bakoze congratulating Museveni teriyo. Let's go back. Olaye bulungi. This is the latest post, actually, which is the pinned up here. Wokirira wansi je bakasembayo kola 23 hours ago. Ndozo giraba wano. Eri teriyo. Eri bagideletinze. They deleted the other post which had negative comments and actually reality on the ground. So when you go down still, tuzeyo mumeyinga 1, you can see the comments. They always have all the responses. You know, they are somewhere. They are 6, 10, 4, 15, 12, 7, 21. Man, the one they did while congratulating Museveni, this one, it had over 4,000 responses from Ugandans who are very hungry and angry for a non-fictional social, economic, and political change. They had to delete it. Yes, they deleted it. They deleted it. It's not there. They had to delete it because it was too much. They couldn't contain the facts Ugandans poured on their post. So I haven't opened this. Actually, I just saw it now. This latest post 23 hours ago. Let's try to go through the comments. What does it say anyway? Same old phone, brand new number. From now on, you can reach us at our new landline number. That's the number. Whenever when calling from abroad, you put +256. Okay, your German embassy team. Now, let me shock you. Let us go through the comment section because there are very many. Maybe they are from Ugandans. Yeah, let me see. Now, let us go actually through this. Let me zoom it a bit and we see some, because they deleted the other ones. We don't know the composition of all those 4,000 comments that different Ugandans from across the planet wrote. Let us use this 196 comments sample. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, let me do like this and then zoom in a bit such that you can read these comments yourself. Yeah. So Paul Kalanzi says you can't claim to be human rights defenders when on the other side support human rights violators. You see, that is a comment from someone called Paul Kalanzi. Then someone, the light signal, mafia is promoting dictatorship in Uganda through supporting the killer Museveni, and you try to act like human beings. We all depend on Africa. That's why you support African leaders to rule for a long time, because they are working for your benefits, not the common man. Now, someone else, John Walker, says, you should never congratulate a dictator. Otherwise, you supported inhuman treatment of Ugandans as you gain in sales of manufactured goods. And this is a reminder, you should pay Namibia and Tanzania for the murder of its people during colonial rule. Okay. Then someone else says, we know you fools have many bogus projects in Uganda where you connive with the old tyrant to steal taxpayers' money. One of the projects involving selling solar panels to the government, and it's the reason you are congratulating the dictator to make him happy. But we, the citizens, are watching. All your fake deals with the old despot will end when Kyagulanyi becomes president. Now, to remind you, this is not the post these people are responding to. But now, they are using this opportunity to respond. They're using this opportunity to respond to the German embassy. Yeah, because the other one, they deleted it. The other one was, this was the post they deleted. Germany's Federal Chancellor Angela Merkel and Uganda's President Museveni have known each other for quite. And then, after giving that background, he congratulated Museveni. They deleted that, but Ugandans did not stop there. They stormed the Facebook page again and commented on other posts, because they know these people sit down there and they read these messages. Here they are. Someone else says, which one is that? Where was I? Okay, here. It would have made more sense if the German embassy in Uganda used its accounts to denounce the dictatorship, murder, bloodshed, abductions, political imprisonments, misuse of arms, forces, and election steals by the regime, instead of deleting the congratulatory. I love this. Something, I don't know whether you see what I'm reading. Let me see. Let me do this. How all right, now I know you're going to be seeing everything. Yeah, this is what I've been reading. The guy says, Omulangira Muyende Kennedy and Nicholas Mutaba Gambi, it would have made more sense if the German embassy in Uganda used its accounts to renounce the dictatorship, murders, bloodshed, abductions, political imprisonment, misuse of armed forces, and election theft by the regime, instead of deleting the congratulatory message or post to Museveni. Then someone says, you owe Ugandans and Germans an apology. If you post something that misleads the public, then after a while you notice it and delete it, then you should always clarify and apologize. This seems like my handwriting. Let me go to my Facebook page and I show you. I think I wrote that. Let me see. JB Muwonge. Let me see that, because I gave that thought and I was like, I think these guys, they, we need an apology from them. Yes, this is what I also wrote in response to that. Because, come on, if you post something and you notice that it misleads the public. Yeah, this is what I saw. I said, if you post something that misleads the public, then after a while, you notice it and delete it, then you should always clarify and apologize to the public. Of course, those whom you serve. German embassy, Kampala, should apologize for misleading Germans in Uganda, Germans all over the world, as well as Ugandans, with that fake Angela Merkel congratulatory statement to Dictator Museveni that they deleted area alone. They deleted the Congress message after Ugandans who want a non-fictional socio-economic and political change, saying Ugandans painted the real picture of the current Uganda we live in. German embassy couldn't withstand the facts power down in the comment section of the fake congratulatory post they made. They then deleted it. I think they should clarify as well as apologize to Germans and Ugandans. Those were just my thoughts. Anyway, getting back to these comments, which are actually coming to a post that was just announcing a new maybe phone number that Germans could call on and maybe ask a few things here and there, but Ugandans are using it as an opportunity to send a message to the German embassy, because they deleted the other congratulatory message to Museveni. But why are they doing this? Ugandans are frustrated because Museveni is blocking each and every channel that you can use to for your voice to be heard, because the media is compromised. The abductions, kidnap, torture, murder of voices of dissent, man, is at its peak. Just yesterday and the day before yesterday, more than 50 of our comrades were arrested from various places across this country, Uganda, because they do support Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, because they support change. Some were arrested because they were playing and selling Bobiwine music. And of course, very many more, plus those who were supposed to appear before court And then guess what? They did not produce them. Our comrades that are rotting in jail for simply supporting Chagulanyi, Sentamu, Robert, and then the German embassy comes up and, congratulates this election thief. I thank Ugandans who participated in this peaceful protest. Yes, this is also another form of protest, because the forms of protest, of course, are going to keep on changing according to the changing situations. Now we have Facebook. 50 years ago, we did not have Facebook. We did not have Twitter. Actually, I'm also going to visit her Twitter handle, and I show you guys. She did not, I think, make a post on Twitter. Yeah, that one I'm very sure. But at least I'm going to show you the responses on her Twitter handle. I believe, and I'm having confidence that Ugandans also stormed her Twitter handle, because Ugandans are very frustrated, especially to each and everyone who deals with the dictator. Because, man, this guy is a murderer, he's a killer, he's a despot, he's all sorts of the kind. 36 years in power, and he still wants more. Come on. Anyway, let's read a few comments here and there, and then we visit her Twitter handle. I show you guys what's going on. Then Batamuliza Karini says, why did you delete the post? You will test the bitterness of oppressed Ugandans by the person you are praising now, Museveni. You can't be fooled in our own country. Now praising him for what? If I may ask, killings, abductions of our brothers, what are you really congratulating for him? I pity such an organization like you. You see? Then Atugonza James says, the world is watching you. So the world is watching you, so-called Germans representative in Uganda. What you present before Ugandans, that is your country. Remember, you call yourself a member of international community, but when you are just pretending not to see injustice, brutality, innocent killings of Ugandans massively, when the whole world is condemning, then this calls we, the locals, to stand and raise against you, supporting the enemy who is killing Ugandans. You see what Ugandans are responding to such people who are still dealing with the dictator Museveni. Someone else, Godwills Biarhanga, says, German embassy, we are pretty sure that you are a pretender that support human rights, yet you are a key member of Council of the European Union. Even history shows us what you did in Namibia and Tanzania, as well as Holocausts. So it's always not a surprise when we see you supporting the repressive and the terrorist regime of Uganda. Those are some of the responses. I told you, these responses are not attached to the other post. Ugandans are using an opportunity. German embassy made a new post, which is actually not anything connected to congratulating Museveni. But because the other one was deleted, that room to respond was also closed for good. So Ugandans are using this post to respond because the other one was deleted. I told you the other one was deleted, but before it was deleted, Germany first threatened followers. And this is what it said. It said, hello followers, we are getting a lot of criticism for this post. That's okay. We respect and tolerate freedom of speech in Germany, but we don't tolerate hate speech. Hate is not an opinion. We expect our users to use common courtesy in their comments. If you use offensive or threatening language, we will delete your comment and block you from our page. Thank you. Now, if I may ask, are these hate speeches? I don't believe these are hate speeches. This is a reality. This is what we Ugandans are facing: the torture, the abductions, the killings, and the detentions of innocent Ugandans. Someone says that is Museveni must go. That's the name he uses. That deleting the post doesn't show any sign that concerned about the abductions and killings in Uganda. In fact, we want you to delete your corrupt embassy in Uganda. We have nothing to do with you. Abantu banyivu, abana banyivu. Someone says, Mukwaya Francis, the Germans are overrated on things to do with democracy. I don't know for how long she has been in power, but I would blame the Chancellor for congratulating Museveni because they have the same make. Okay, Someone else says even German cars are nonsense. The Asians have all right. Someone says that is saying King Gerard keep supporting the dictator to abduct and kill people. Now, which human rights are you implementing in Uganda apart from stealing our country resources with Museveni? But we Ugandans, we are watching you. You see, German embassy supporting tyrant Museveni, who is a living Hitler in Uganda. I know many Germans were killed by Hitler under Nazi army. But you forgot easily. Join Ugandans to save their freedom, because many have been killed and many are rotting in jail. I'm saying these comments are not attached to the other post because the other one was deleted. But since German embassy was communicating in their new post about a phone number that you can call to inquire something, Ugandans are using this opportunity to power these comments, because the other one was deleted, the one which they were using to respond, because the right one that fits this description of comments was deleted. Kati bakozesa eno chance njagadde kulagako bulazi. The other ones were very many. These are just 196. The other ones were over 4,000 comments. Now, another one says, who has deleted the congratulatory message to the dictator? German embassy, you better pack your belongings and vacate to Uganda. How can you support a devil who is kidnapping and killing innocent Ugandans every day? Why? Ekisemba isigenda kyogera abategera Uganda mukitegedde. Sandy Alan Frank says, Museveni is using you. When Germany is no longer a useful nation, Germany is discussing and shows you support killings and kidnaps of innocent Ugandans, means you are part of Killer Museveni. Man, I have not read any positive comment in regard to the congratulatory message these guys read. Maybe you would say, you would find some comments here that support the congratulatory message, because guess what? Uganda is composed of over 45 million Ugandans. Just like I said, there are a few, yes, who voted Museveni, but majority, as in majority, and according to the declaration forms collected, saving more than 7,000, it showed that 54.19% in favor of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. So there are a few that voted Museveni, but majority voted Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. It started way back in 2017 during Toji Kwatako, when more than 80% of Ugandans said no change, or you're not supposed to touch the constitution in order to amend the article that they used to remove age limit, Article 102B. 80%, because there was an independent survey and it showed 80% of Ugandans said no amendment. You shouldn't touch the constitution. They were saying, Museveni, we are tired of you. And yes, they protested during this recently concluded general elections, of which Ugandans voted their president, and guess what? The dictator was declared. So Ugandans are not settled. They are bitter, and they know what they want. Only that at such a time, the dictator is using all what he has. That's why they are, soldiers all over the streets of Kampala and the other major towns, big trucks, patrolling, towns, intimidating with the bullets, guns and bullets, worn over the necks and all that kind of thing. It is so absurd that the guy claims he won, but the way he's swearing in, after abducting, jailing, murdering, doing all sorts of the kind. And then the German embassy comes up and congratulates such a man. Man, you guys don't force us to say that maybe you're blind, to give you a benefit of doubt, because you guys follow these things. You follow these things. That's why you had even to delete the comment. So some other comments, Kuku Emerson says, shame upon you, German embassy, Kampala, for standing with the dictator. You pretend to stand for democracy, but side with one Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who respects none of the principles of democracy. I can't finish all this, but hey, I have not found any positive message. Maybe this one would be, this is all meaningless. When you are busy siding with the devil, why did you remove the post congratulating a murderer, thief, headmaster of corruption in Uganda? We don't want to mess about in our country. Busy supporting murderers. You better pack your bags and leave Uganda very fast before the same devil starts murdering you one by one. We know exactly who we choose to be our president. That's none other than Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobiwine. Shame on you, Hitler's relatives. Oh my goodness, people are very, very, very bitter. Okay, now that was that, and I'm sure even on this post that was posted way back May 1st. Let me check on the few comments that are here. You will find that, yeah, 8 hours ago. Yeah, that's what I thought, because you can't undermine. Okay. Someone says, we want you as Ugandans to distance yourself from dictator, the killer, and the torturer, Museveni. Uganda is for Ugandans, not Museveni. Museveni will soon vanish, but you, German, and Uganda will remain. Basically, those are some of the comments that maybe you missed from the other one that was, deleted. I don't know, because this one is directed to a different post, because the other one was deleted. Anyway, let's try to visit her Twitter handle, because she's called Angela Merkel, and yeah, there it is. I don't know, how should I do this? Let me see. Okay, let me try to zoom in a bit, and yeah, let me try to zoom in a bit. You see each and everything, especially the comments. I just want to show you, because Ugandans is hating Museveni to the point that they hate even people that work with Museveni. Yep. Man, the guy has done more harm than good, especially in these past 3 years. I tell you, more than 100 of our comrades were murdered on the 19th and the 18th of November 2020. Very many, more than 600, they're still rotting in jail for supporting Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Robert, aka Bobiwine. They did nothing. They find you when you're putting on a red beret, they take you. Putting on a red t-shirt that maybe bears Bobiwine's picture, they take you. They find you maybe, putting on anything related to red attire, maybe having a NUP logo, the National Unity Platform for Bobiwine, they take you. They see you as a terrorist. And then these guys come up and congratulate such a guy. Come on, man. So let's visit this kind of course, she did not put that congratulatory message on her Twitter handle, but I just want to show you what Ugandans did. Maybe, let me see on this one. What are some of the responses? Oh my goodness. Che. Let me just scroll and see the nature of posts they put. We want our freedom. Oh. Hey. Yes. This is called the People Power Social Media Army. I think that would be the best name for it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. These are some of our political prisoners that are rotting in jail. In this picture, that was on the 30th of December 2020, when Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Robert, aka Bobiwine, had gone to campaign in the areas of Kalangala, and then the entire team was surrounded off and they were all arrested. Bobiwine was airlifted from that side and driven at next speed to his house. Of course, he was arrested and then right alone. These days they fear even to arrest him because they know what might happen. People are very, very, very bitter. So this is the day, and very many of them are rotting in jail. They are still there and they have never been produced in courts. So and in these pictures, of course, his house as we speak today is being monitored. It's being monitored by UP, that is the military, soldiers, and of course police. So Ugandans. Yeah, some of the election theft videos. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey. Che. Ugandan president's son named in ICC. Oh, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. They gave her what she deserved. Of course, maybe she didn't know. So basically that is that. Cheche kyabaddewo era nga wetwogerera kati posti bagijeeyo tebayinza na kugizaayo n'omulundi n'ogumu. Tebasobola gizaayo gwe kyolina okumanya, tebasobola. Bagijeeyo and that's that. So baganda baffe abali ku Twitter nga mukola omulimu guno, thank you very 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 much. Mwebale nnyo, mukola omulimu gw'amaanyi. Omanyi ennaku zino ebintu bikyuka era byakyuka nti ebiseera biri Museveni yatta abantu abasoba mu 5,000 8,000 paka kakadde okuyingira obufuzi yabuwamba buwambi ate no kyewuunyisa nti ye teyesimbawo na mu kalulu. So basically bagenda mu nsiko ne batta abantu bayitirivu nnyo ne balyoka bawamba obufuzi obwo. Naye kati ku ssaawa eno toyinza kugamba nti otaking that step. Nedda. First of all, they are the masters of violence. Museveni and his people, they are the masters of violence. Bamanyi bulungi akazannyako. So you can't opt violence. And wotunula when you look around, there isn't a country regaining its true democracy using violent means. It has been always non-violent that has been changing things the right way. Because guys, when you change leadership in a non-violent way, they see you as a bad guy. But when you change leadership in a violent way, they see you as a bad guy. But when you change leadership in a violent way, they see you as what is it? When you change leadership in a bad way, they see you as a bad guy. Then when you change leadership in a non-violent way, then they see you as a good guy. That's what I wanted to say. Only that I was messing up with the two meanings. So that is it. That's why we are advocating for a non-violent approach. An approach that is not going to see our brothers being shot with live bullets on the streets. Because these guys, they are good at doing that. We've witnessed it before. We've seen this before. We've seen this on the 18th and the 19th. So when you opt to get guns and, go to the street, no, we don't entertain that nonsense, and we are not that kind of people. Ours is a non-violent protest. You see, non-violent protest, of course, it has a bigger domain of ways, very, very, very many ways that you can apply. The same post German embassy did, and Ugandans stormed it to the point that they had to delete it. That is also a form of a non-violent protest. That is it. So gwe munanga aliyo ng'ogamba ate kati simanyi tukoze tutya, nedda tubaweka sukaali kaabwe bakawulire ddala bulungi. Tubaweka sukaali kaabwe. Buli eyeemamaaza yenna buli eyeemamaaza nga tumuwaka sukaali. Ebifaananyi gye biri mu birina, buli kimu kirina. Temuyina kye mutayina. Ebifaananyi mubiina, videos muzina, articles muzina, facts muzina, buli kimu mukirina, temuyina kye mutayina. Tubikozesa ebintu ebyo oba waawa ne bano ba president abazze era nabo tubaweka sukaali kaabwe. Omanyi bagamba balina president obaanamu babiri abagenda okujja, wayitawo bennaku 2 oba 1 nga beesaze bali oba 10 oba kati bali 7 oba kati bali 0. Simanyi na kufa, saagala kumanya. Nze kyenjagala yenkyukakyuka mu ggwanga lyange Uganda nga tetugenda gifuna. Just like I always say, the stories of dictators will never be the rise and rise and rise. It is always the fall and fall and fall. The rise and fall, the rise and fall, the rise and fall of Museveni. Era nga bwegenda okubeera. So guys, basically that is that. Omukyalo ono ndowooza kasukaali yakawulidde bulungi kuba man oba atuukidde okujjayo naye nga si ambassador ate. Guys, oyo si ambassador waabwe mulala yuna ambassador waabwe bamuyita simanyi Matthias Square whatever name ngeri gy'oyinza ogyogeramu lyeryo liri awo. Yeah. You Matthias. ye ambassador waabwe era nga oli chancellor naye nga tekibataasa bona tubatwalira wamu kubanga decision eba ekoleddwa embassy eba ekoleddwa that institution. Kandabeko ekirala wano ekibaddewo naye nedda ebirala kankomewo. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for being on. All you need to do, don't forget to to subscribe to this platform as well as turn on that notification button. Opono says we will swear in even if no president even if one president attends. Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, German embassy brought to its knees the its post congratulating Museveni. Mawulire gaatandise okusaasaana ensi yonna nga Germany we yakikeninze out yatidde gwe manyi kyekitegeeza okufuna responses ezikoma ku 10 zonna nga zikubuulira mazima nti foyo musajja gwe mukongratulating nga twamulonda kono omulundi n'ogumu twerondera Kyagulanyi Center mu Robert aka Bobiwine nga buli omu agamba nga comments gosaaga n'okusaaga. Era guys, thank you very much. Tugende mu maaso nga tubikola bajja kukkiriza omudumu bajja kukyusa. Omukulembeze waffe yatugamba one achievement gye tusinza okukola mu struggle yaffe eno kwe kuba nti tukyusizza weevuziza international community kati zitunulidde Museveni mu ngeri entuufu. Buli baali bamutunuuliranga omulwanirizi w'eddembe, omukuumi w'eddembe, naye kati bamanyani gwe bali naye. Kyolabanga ne bana abatannaba kuzibuka maaso bano simanyi baakina German embassy biki nabo baakitegedde ne bagawaayi abasajja tebatukubire Uganda abantu bayinza otusanga wali ne bakola ki ne bajjayo post ne bagamba tugitekinze down Museveni oli kululu. So basically balinga abamweganye. Alright guys, have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and as well as turn on that notification button. Don't forget to do something on a daily basis intended to shift our struggle from one step to the other. Kubanga fact of the matter is we shall overcome, but not miraculously, not not miraculously. It's going to take still me and you, just like we've been doing. Let's simply just triple our efforts and multiply whatever we do in the quest to change things in this beautiful our country Uganda. Nayenga temuddamu kukkiriza nonsense ono oba bakublockinga nayenga obabuulidde amazima bino bagamba mbu hello followers, we are getting a lot of criticism for this post. Yes, and simanyi tujja bablockinga. Yes, tuongereba akasukali. Guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.